Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time watching, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Today we're going to focus a little bit on our TCCC or combat medicine loadouts that we're carrying with us into the field. So to carry something into the field most effectively, it's best to buy something that's been produced versus try and stow stuff in cargo pockets, places like that I've at least found, or any train I've been to dictates that. So today we're going to work with a piece of purpose-built equipment that we just added to our team, kind of an upgrade. Today we're working with the Ferro Concepts Roll 1 trauma pouch. So this is something put out by Ferro that's pretty awesome. Most of the big names have something like this. Agilite also makes a pretty good one, but today we'll work with Ferro. That's the new one that we're adding to our setup. So this kit is made to install via hook and loop on the back of our back panel, and we'll get to that part in a second. We'll just kind of discuss what this thing's about, talk about the design and some of the features of it, and also what I'm going to carry in it. Everyone's loadout's different based upon the why behind what you're doing. But with this setup, the idea being it's mounted to your back panel, it's behind you, you can reach back, grab either side, or your buddy can grab either side. You simply pull, and now all of our life-saving equipment is going to be stored in here. So we'll toss that down. Hook and loop closes it and opens it. And then we're in. So that's where all of our storage is going to be at right there for all the gear that we're going to be carrying with us out in the field. So let's talk about what we're going to put in there. Once again, everyone's mission is different. Everyone's setup on whatever team they're on is different. With my team, I have 3 combat medics and 1 emergency room doctor that are generally with us, at least one of those entities. So we have higher levels of medicine available to us. That being said, we always want to make sure we have the ability to treat ourselves or our buddy, and don't put your faith in somebody else. So things that I'm going to carry in there with me, I'm always going to have some type of hemostatic gauze. Make sure you know the difference between hemostatic and just traditional gauze. So right here, it's telling you it's got that clotting agent inside of it. The difference is fairly obvious. Generally, it's dictated on the package someplace. Know the difference. Some gauze is better than no gauze at all, but you want to have that hemostatic dressing. That right there is going to assist the body in clotting blood. If you're new to this kind of thing, these little white areas right here, they make it super simple to find and pull to get this stuff out of the packaging. Make sure you keep it dry. Don't get this wet. So we'll stow that. Inside, they have multiple areas for us to stow stuff. So just that stretchy, the word is escaping me, but stretchy nylon right here to where we can stick stuff in there. It's going to keep it secure. So we'll put this one right about there. And just understand your limitations. You don't have a ton of room in this thing, so make sure you're putting the important stuff in there. And that's, to me, this is what's important. So the next thing I'm going to toss in there is going to be, let me grab it, chest seals. So the goals are to stop the bleeding, and also if we need to prevent any type of sucking chest wound, things like that. So stop the bleeding first, and then we're going to worry about things after that. So that's going to be our chest seals. A pack of 2. Something that's important to kind of know would be if it's a vented chest seal or not. These are not vented. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of why that is, but that's a whole nother video in itself. So chest seals. Not ideal necessarily to fold these up, but hey, it's better than nothing. Stick those there. So let's also talk about the possibility of incorporating some type of pressure bandage. My traditional Elias or pressure bandage is not going to fit very well in there. Could it fit? Yes, but I think it probably decrease my ability to pull this thing out. If I have a large pressure bandage in there, I might get hung up and stuck. So I actually went with a mini compression bandage right here. Same concept, and you're in. So something is better than nothing. I would rather have a full-size one, but a mini compression will fit in here a lot better. Let's get that in there. So on those, on the note of a sucking chest wound, I'm also going to toss in a needle decompression needle. So tension pneumothorax, this is going to be the kind of answer for that. Yep, it's in there. And then last but not least, this may seem stupid. What I'll tell you is the silent killer generally with situations where there's some type of penetrating trauma and bleeding is going to be hypothermia. Once our body loses a ton of blood, it's going to lose that ability to clot blood. Once our body temperature drops to a specific point, it's really hard to bring it back. So with that shock that starts setting in, we start having that body temperature dump. So thermal blanket, These come in a ton of different medical kits. They generally are looked at as kind of stupid and cheesy, but this is just one of those little space blankets, more or less. This one's a little different. It's got a more durable design to it. So traditionally with those little space blankets you see, you can just grab it and tear it like Bible paper. This actually has it's stretchy. It's built a little bit different. This right here is something you want to get on any type of casualty after you've rendered that first level of aid, found any wounds you're looking for. Get this on them to keep them warm. If we can maintain that body temperature, we're going to do a lot of good in prolonging that person's longevity and getting them to the next level of care. Let's get that in there. So as you can see, it fills up quick. This is not a massive first aid kit. This is your IFAK. This is for you or your buddy that's down, something that you can carry with you in the field. So that right there is going to be the loadout that I'm going to put in it. And then to secure it, fold it over, hook and loop here, and then on each side here and there, additional hook and loop. And we want this thing as snug as we possibly can. Think like when you're packing a tent back into a tent bag. Get that thing snug so it's going to fit in there well. All right, so then we're going to slide it. You could either, it really depends on, I guess, how you want it to be in there. You could go top up like this or top down like this, depending on how easy it is to reach those pull handles. Think about it, the fact that this thing's going to be stowed on your back and it's going to be a little tough to reach. So I'm going to put the handles down so it gives me a little more room to reach down. It's not much, but I'll take it. So then we just simply insert through one side. Feed it through and try and get it nice and centered in there. Sorry for the sniffles, I'm getting a little bit of an early cold. And that's what it's going to look like. You can see those pull handles there. So now let's get this thing attached to the plate carrier itself. All right, bear with me here, it's a little tight as far as working conditions. So every plate carrier is a little bit different. With mine, this is the SRV by Paraclete. So to attach, I'm actually going to come down here, pull this flap up, exposing hook and loop, and then I'm going to set that right in there with hook and loop on both the front and back sides, and just secure that hook and loop down. So now, as you can see right there, you have that IFAK set up on your kit to where either you or your buddy can access it. You just grab and pull and you're set to go. So once again, that's the Ferro Concepts Roll 1 trauma pouch. This thing runs about 85 bucks. There's a million options out there. Ferro's kind of a trusted, tried and true brand. They make some serious Gucci stuff. So if you don't have something, here's an option for you. What I'll do is toss the link down in the description if that's something you're interested in picking up. Buy quality gear, fellas. Anything that you saw here as far as what I put in here, that is not something I got off Amazon. North American Rescue is a great resource for medical gear. If you buy it off Amazon, you run the risk of getting some crap that's meant for airsoft, especially tourniquets. So this is the IFAK that I carry on me on any mission. That being said, I always have extra stuff. So in my vehicle, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's set up the same way every time. This is just a kit that I purpose built. It was a Glock bag that I wanted to give away. I just took this, turned it into my trauma bag. So as you can see here, I have a little bit of a marking on it so it lets people know. This bag sits in my vehicle in my passenger side, or my front passenger side compartment, leaned up against the door. So if you open the door, this falls out on the ground every single time. Massive pain in the ass, but all I have to tell somebody is, hey, run, open my passenger side door. You're gonna see it. You can't miss it. It's literally gonna fall out at your feet. So that's a way that I standardize it to where if I tell anybody else to go get it, they're not digging through my car because I got a lot of stuff in there. They're not digging through there. They're able to find this pretty rapidly. So this is where I carry anything that's extra. Additional chest seals, pressure bandages, tape, a ton of gauze in here, some more hemostatic clotting gauze right here. The SWAT tee, which is amazing if you have a child with an injury or a canine with an injury. A normal traditional tourniquet's not going to work. This will get the job done. And just like a plethora of other gauze and this, that, the other things in here. Nice other feature, if you don't have something to cut clothing away or things like that, you should definitely get something incorporated. So the traditional method is just a set of shears. I'll do you one better. It's called an S-cut. So get yourself an S-cut right here. This thing is going to tear through leather jackets, tear through kit. Obviously, I don't think it's going to, I mean, it may cut through, you know, your MOLLE components or things like that, but this cuts through just about anything. You just hook the material right there, pull down. This is an amazing tool right here. I highly encourage you, check them out. S-Cut, once again, I'll toss their link down in the description as well. This has probably been one of the better pickups that I found out there. So get yourself one of those. I got additional needles for needle decompression stowed in here. An NPA, a lot of times we don't get to this step, but hey, it's good to have it at least. And more tape. Duct tape is amazing in the field. It can cure about any injury. So that's kind of the basics of what I carry from my IFAK to down to my actual kit that I keep in my car. Tell me in the comments, guys, what do you carry? Is there something different that you're running? A different type of brand of IFAK that you're running? Additional things that you incorporate in your first aid kit? Put that down in the comments, so not just me, but anybody else who decides they want to check this video out can have the right gear with them, and it's always good to get different perspectives. Once again, guys, I appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. We hope to continue pushing out more gear ideas to you and show you our unique perspectives that we find. Appreciate it.